Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the performance of the TEQ First Form Cell Prime Battle LR. Now this guy is going to be getting his Easy A pretty soon, so I thought since I haven't covered him in his base form, might as well get that done because we'll be taking a look at his Easy A and I kind of want to compare how they do before and after. So definitely wanted to get a look at him in depth on the channel. Now in terms of units, I would say this guy is a pretty cool kind of Prime Battle LR. I've always liked his art, I've always liked his animations. I think they were pretty good, and I think First Form Cell is one of those characters that kind of deserves, you know, some representation, but generally speaking struggles with it because obviously, you know, Perfect Cell is such a big component of, you know, the Cell saga. So he's the Artificial Life Forms lead of 100%. He recovers 15% on his 12 key. He lowers attack and defense on his 18 key. He has attack and defense of 20,000 back in the day with flat passives. Key plus 1 with each super attack performed up to 6. When key is 18 or more, he gets an additional attack of 20,000. And if they target enemies in attack down status, he performs a critical hit, which is pretty good by the way. He has Flee, Messenger from the Future, Big Bad Bosses, Attack of the Clones, Shocking Speed, Sharing the Limit, and Legendary Power as his links. He's on Androids, Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Artificial Life Forms, Android Cell Saga, Target Goku, Power Absorption, Sworn Enemies, and Worldwide Chaos. So plenty categories, good stats because he's a Prime Battle LR, and yeah, in general just a very solid unit. When this guy first came out, it was imperative to kind of build him additional, mainly because of the health recovery. His attack stats were never huge, but being able to recover health was a very big incentive, at least for me, and helped me out a lot in a lot of challenges. So here we can see 142k defense, honestly not bad. If you think about it, it's really not that bad considering how old the unit is and considering he has a flat passive. So 142k is pretty decent. Obviously we do have a sizable defensive support here on this rotation, but I think all in all it's not that bad in terms of his, you know, like overall defense. I think it's a pretty decent showing. Obviously, you know, 1.4 million attack, not necessarily the craziest, but I think overall he brings a nice little touch to the team. You can see there he's lowered their attack by the way, so all of a sudden he follows up with a crit, and that was, you know, kind of like a very cool thing back in the day. I think he's got some very nice flexibility, and any unit that recovers health like he does is always valuable, because you get the health back regardless. Now obviously his Easy A is going to improve him a lot, but he also benefits from being one of the few Prime Battle LRs that has Big Bad Bosses as his link. By the way, this is a double defensive support, so just bear in mind that obviously, you know, he's getting a lot of defensive support here. Just, you know, when you see that huge defensive stat for him, 180k, he is literally rocking 120% defensive support on this rotation. But yeah, one thing that is really cool with him is he's got Big Bad Bosses, he's got Shocking Speed, he's got Sharing the Limit, he's got Messenger from the Future, and Attack of the Clones, and this gives him 3 big key links, along with Flee technically also being one, although that's a far less common link. And yeah, in general he looks pretty good. Big Bad Bosses, Legendary Power, he's got a solid enough link set. He's never going to share 5 or 6 links with someone. By the way, great OST, I just want to preface that. But he's never going to drop 6 or 7 links with someone, but he's really solid. Honestly, I would say he's definitely like got a good mindset, and we'll see with his Easy A. But I think obviously he's going to look good after his Easy A. You know, we have seen snippets if you watch anything from Japan, but I think it's really fun to see how decent he still does. I mean, this is a unit from 2020, that came out. So that's 3 years ago, which is pretty impressive. I think overall he's a good, fun little unit, and I think he brings good utility. I still remember I've used him for a lot of my free-to-play challenges because of the fact that he lowers attack, because of the fact that he heals, because of the fact that he's got decent defense. So yeah, I do see legit reason in still just using this guy. Obviously his EZA is going to bring him up to a new level, like a level that's going to make him far more usable just in the highest level of content. But I think overall I have to respect how well he has aged for me. I think he's aged really quite well. I think he's done a fantastic job, and yeah, I definitely am impressed. I do still quite like his animations as well. Obviously they are not, matching current standard units or anything like that, but I think they're still pretty impressive considering all things factored in. Now in terms of links, link leveling him is pretty good, but his link set is pretty diverse. He's got quite a few decent partners with 4 links or 3 links, and that's kind of as good as it gets. He doesn't really have a 5 or 6 link partner, but that's okay. He links decently well with any cell, and that's about as much as you can ask, realistically. Messenger from the future gives him a bit of attack when you link level it. Flee actually gives him quite a bit, but Flee unfortunately is probably the worst link that he has. Big Bad Bosses, obviously very crucial link, super duper good when hitting level link 10. Then he's got Attack of the Clones, which also is a solid enough link, especially key wise. Shocking Speed, also decent. Shattering the Limit, also decent. And Legendary Power, also decent. All of them link level pretty well, but the main one here is Big Bad Bosses. He links up okay with most cell units because he either gives them Messenger from the Future, Big Bad Bosses, a lot of them have Shocking Speed. He gives 2 of them Legendary Power, and he also has Attack of the Clones to compensate for some of the others. So overall he's just got a pretty decent link set for generic cell units, and as you can see there, a couple of them like Bojack and Janemba, etc. So all in all, just a pretty decent, nice kind of setup for him to link up relatively well with a lot of like cell units and just some alternative villain units. But I think overall he's just in a good space. I wouldn't say he's absolutely crushing it link-wise, but I would say, especially with Big Bad Bosses, obviously there is always some incentive to link level him because of the gains that he gets from that link set. So yeah, pretty decent stuff. Obviously there's a couple cells I don't have. Cell first form, when he transforms, links up pretty well with him in second and third form. And then of course you also have the TEQ second form cell or imperfect cell, who also links up pretty well with him and is a type support. So it's also a very, very good unit that links up really well and helps him out as well a big chunk. But yeah, I would say that kind of covers it for me. I think that covers everything you need to know, and we'll look forward to seeing how his EZA does. Till then, bye.